let's take a break from Star Trek Picard for just a minute because we've talked a lot about it, and obviously we're not going to stop. It's the best thing going right now. But, someone said, what about Star Trek Strange New Worlds? What did you think about that? And for the people that don't follow me on my main channel, my other channel, which, you probably wouldn't because it's about pro wrestling. But for those people that don't know, I actually do like Strange New Worlds. Now, I've heard some people that I know and other people, on YouTube who have said that they don't really like Strange New Worlds. I would have to say that I do like it a little bit. Like, I watched it. I enjoyed it. I really did. And I would probably make some TOS fans upset. I am a fan of TOS. I love the original series of Star Trek. I don't think this really 100% embodies it, but it reminds me of it in a way. I think they nailed some of that fun of the original series, but it does feel a little bit like the upgraded sort of mockery version. Now, I've listened to a lot of people's opinions on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Lots of opinions. And I know that Robert Meyer Burnett, his opinion is that it's like Chris Pike and his girlfriends in space and the Vegas Star Trek in space almost. And I see what he's saying. It is a little bit peculiar, because Pike is, just like he looks to all his crew for input more than many other captains. A lot of captains, like, they take charge and they know, and yeah, they ask for help or they ask for advice here or there, but Pike does a lot of leaning on other people. And there are a lot of women on the bridge sort of thing, so I sort of see what he's saying. And also, you're dipping into characters that are iconic and legendary. It's never going to feel right or 100% correct. I've kind of liked it, but there's been stuff that I didn't 100% like and sort of little canon things that kind of irk me. So to me, I don't think this show can ever really be perfect or epic or, but what I'm enjoying watching it, and it's all right. The thing about it is, just to go over the episodes really quickly, and there's spoilers a little bit here from now on, so just so you know, if you haven't watched it yet, I do recommend you watch it. And for a point of reference, before I go into the episodes and I go over what I think about them, I will say this. Everybody has different iterations of Star Trek that they love. My favorite Star Trek is Star Trek The Next Generation. And my second favorite Star Trek, believe it or not, is probably Star Trek Enterprise. And I know that that's crazy to some people, but I can't believe it. But yes, Enterprise is my second favorite. It's very strange. And if I'm going to watch something, I'll usually put in TNG or Enterprise. And lately Deep Space Nine, because I've been watching a lot of Deep Space Nine again. But before that, it would be also the original series, obviously, because I grew up with the original series movies and Star Trek The Next Generation, so those are my two go-to things, the original series movies and The Next Generation. And certainly I pop in the original series once in a while as well. So just so you know. And then, Voyager, I like Voyager. I love Voyager. And so I would say that I would rate Star Trek Strange New Worlds probably at about a 6 out of 10. And I would rate Discovery at probably a 3 or 4 out of 10. And I would rate Star Trek Picard Season 1 and 2 at about a 3 out of 10. And I would rate Star Trek Picard Season 3 this season, I would probably rate at so far I'm at about an 8 out of 10 or a 7.5 out of 10. I love the new season of Picard. So let's go back into Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which I would probably give a overall 6.5 or 6 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 because there are some things that I didn't like with some of the continuity and canon, and it does feel a little bit like Las Vegas in space or something, but I was entertained by it as well. So going back and looking at the episodes on Paramount Plus, there's 10 episodes. And in the 10 episodes, I think the first episode is really pretty good. I think that is maybe their best episode, funny enough. I really do think that Strange New Worlds, the first episode, might be my favorite. So I like that episode. And it's easier to point out what I like because I don't like some of them. I think Strange New Worlds episode 1 is their best. And then I think that the Serene Squall, episode 7, the Serene Squall, I think that is maybe my second favorite episode. So the first episode and the 7th episode, and then I would probably say maybe the last episode is next, The Quality of Mercy, episode 10. It's not first or up top because of how they kind of played around with the situation of, oh my God, I'm blanking on the name of the TOS original episode. My God, why can't I think of it? Oh, well, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And so that was almost really good. And Kirk was very strange to me. I don't think I really bought Kirk, and he was an integral part to the episode. So that was hard to deal with, and that kind of, if Kirk had been better and a little bit of the continuity had been a little bit better, I would have probably rated it higher. And I also like the Elysian Kingdom, this episode 8, the storybook one. I kind of was entertained by that, and it was such a weird episode. I enjoyed that as well. So those are the episodes, 1, 7, 8, and 10. So there's really 4 episodes that I enjoy. The other episodes are just kind of like, they're just there. And then All Those Who Wander is legit a Alien ripoff episode. And it also, it's just weird. And the canon that it sort of seems to mess up a little bit for me, bringing the Gorn into everything in a weird way earlier. It just doesn't, I don't get it. And they also ended up killing one of our favorite characters on the show in the first season, a guy that I was like, I can't wait to see him act, he's gone in the first season. I thought that was crazy ridiculous. I loved Hemmer. I thought he was going to be great, and he was great. Just as you were loving him, he's dead. So that was a bad mistake to me. I did not like that. And then all these other ones are very sad. Like there's one where the show ends with a kid being tortured and they just don't do anything. You know what I mean? That was super sad. So there's the other episodes, there was a few real downer episodes in some of these. So it's an imperfect season to me because it's kind of like all over in some ways, but I did like some of it. So that's really good. That's a lot more than I can say for Discovery. And the only positive thing I ever say about Discovery is I love that surprise of the mirror universe and, the captain, being from, it blew my brains out that's what they did at the end. I love that. But I hated the show besides that. Really hated it badly. And I never could get past season 2. And I never certainly can really get that into 3 and 4. It's just so terrible to me, Discovery. On so many fronts. The dialogue, the in-your-face wokeness of it. Like, it's supposed to be Star Trek, but instead they're just bashing you over the head with it. In a way that's not what Star Trek ever does. Star Trek, shows it doesn't tell, but Discovery is all about tell, and it's super annoying. So those are my overall just thoughts of Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 1, without really going into full details about certain things. And I'm starting to I'm starting to feel that I kind of care about the characters. The doctor, the nurse, of course, Chapel. Things are a little bit different than they should be, but it is what it is, and I'm accepting it enough that I'm going to watch Season 2. So that's good. And so I think Season 2 could be good. I am a little concerned that they may start to go off the rails back into the stupid current New Trek style. But, with Season 1 having 4 episodes that I rewatch them often, I don't care to watch many of the other episodes because they're either just blah or they're really kind of shitty and sad. But the 4 episodes that I like, I rewatch them often, actually. Even, I think 10 might be the least perfect of the 4 that I like, now that I think about it. Maybe I should have put that fourth, but yeah, so there's something here. There's something to this. And the first season of TNG, I mean, there was always episodes in the first 2 seasons of The Next Generation that, once in a while I would skip them because I'd be like, that one, I'll skip it. But a lot of times I do just watch all of TNG because I love it so much. So I'm wondering if this will be one of maybe those situations. Although to me, some of the episodes that aren't good on Strange New Worlds are ones that I still skip because I just don't want to deal with it. So what will we get in Season 2 of Strange New Worlds? It's been renewed for Season 3 already, so that's good. And with me giving it a 6 out of 10, we'll see if Season 2 can do better and have more consistent episodes that I actually like. So right now it appears to me that Picard Season 3 is outperforming Strange New Worlds for me as far as content and story and writing, which is something that's kind of amazing because you would think that the episodic single episode Star Trek would have the upper hand, but it just doesn't because Picard Season 3 has been so good here as we wait for Episode 6 to drop this Thursday of Picard. Tell me your thoughts on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. I feel like it's borderline for a lot of people, but I am one of those people that tips the scale to a thumbs up slightly. I know that some people don't, and some people don't like it. It's entertaining enough that I kind of enjoy it, but I would rather watch any original Star Trek before 2005, though, than Star Trek Strange New Worlds. So that kind of stinks that it didn't rise above that level. But that being said, I think until Picard Season 3 had come out, it was the best of the new Star Trek that we have. So that's it. This is Star Trek Late Night. What do you think? Strange New Worlds. Leave it in the comments section down below and leave a like. And we'll see what they do in Season 2.